first heat race of the 2017 season here at Thunder Mountain Speedway, about to get underway. Rolling down into turn number 3. Field is set. Gary Folk has them in hand. We're underway. Off into turn number 1. Doug Windhausen takes the early lead. Will Eastman, though, on a really hard run coming down on the inside. Going down the back straight, side-by-side battle going into turn 3. A little further back, we got a battle for 3rd and 4th position. That's the 63 of Eric Boyd. Number 4R. Off into turn 3, Will Easton maintains a lead. A little further back, we have a battle for 5th position. 138 of Dana Davis. Inside, it's the 4R once again. Takes number 4th position. Davis with a little tap down the back straightaway, gets back underneath him. Gets that position right back. A little further back, number 163 car. Fighting for position with the number. Okay, yeah, I'm on. Oh, we got trouble down the front straightaway. 2 cars get together. Meanwhile, up front, Lil Eastman with a good commanding lead. Gets the number 1 to go, single white flag out. 1 lap remaining for Will Eastman. Sails off into turn number 1. We have trouble up in turn 2. That would be the 79K. 79A, excuse me. Dominic Amato out of Downsville. That's the Buzzy's Blue Stone entry. Gets himself righted. Green flag's out. We're back underway. Will Eastman sails off, single file, field into turn number 1, coming off at 2. 2 cars getting together, coming off at 2. That's the 5 AM and the 138. Dana Davis and Adam Mudge coming off at turn 4. Will Eastman takes out the first heat race win of 2017.
Green flag's out, ladies and gentlemen. The 85 rollback takes an early lead. The 116 and the 112 are running second. Rollback's going to take the first lap under his belt. The 116 is going to challenge the leader up here. The caution on the speedway. Green flag's out. McCabe takes an early lead. Jordan running second. Stretch, he managed to save it. 2 of them get together here in turn 4. Whoa, we got a... That's the 42 of Chuck Lohmeyer.
Number 42 of Chuck Lohmeyer to Shiner Sons Plumbing. Entry out of Binghamton, New York. Driver looks like he's moving around. The outside retaining wall looked like with his right front or right rear. His right rear is pretty canted over to the right a little bit there, but driver looks like he's talking.
He's claiming out of the car, ladies and gentlemen. How about a round of applause? 2, Chuck Lohmeyer. Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for the lap. Trouble, we got one around, turn back. Green's back out. Two to go, ladies and gentlemen, your leaders. McCady. White flags out for your leader. Jordan bringing it out of 4. Going to take. Followed by McCady, Harrington, Whitmore.
They come down, take the green flag, first heat race. Crate Sportsman 2017 here at Thunder Mountain. Takes another lead, looking underneath him. Cormier in the 12-car battle for position, coming off of turn number 4. Collins looking on the inside to get number 3 straight away. Go further back, the 3X, and Tommy Collins heating up battle once again. Out front, number 20 Cormier second, Tommy Collins third, 3X, Tyler Ward running fourth. Down. Who's that? Okay. White flag out, one more lap to go for the 12. It's number 1 for the Crate Sportsman. 12 takes a checker flag. Cormier second. Tommy Collins third and Tyler Ward fourth. Get ready, set to go. Heat race 2, Crate Sportsman. Pat Jordan takes an early lead. Battle a little further back to number 34.
That a spoon hour?
Could be. Pat Jordan with the lead early in this Crate Sportsman heat race number 2. What's that? Another lap in the books. Number 36 car running second. That's Ben Bouchard at Tully. Okay. It's like running fourth is the number 30 car, Speedsville, Kenny Hammond. There, folks, gives a halfway sign. For the Crate Sportsman, Pat Jordan well in hand. Getting a nice rhythm, come off of turn 4, sails it off down into turn number 1. 34 and the 36 car. Sorry. Ben Bouchard. The 34. 2 laps to go as the battle's heating up for outside. Bouchard, down the inside 31. Kenny Hammer wants a little bit of this action now. Going down. White flag is out for Pat Jordan one more time around. As he's got a good straightaway lead on the rest of the field. Ben Bouchard second, 34, third. Kenny Hammond right on fifth. Out of turn number 4, Pat Jordan picks up down to the line. 6 car. Highly heated battle down for second place. Green's out, we're back underway. Big battle going on into turn number 3. So we got one car sideways going down the front straightaway here. It's the 88. It's like 2 laps in the books, ladies and gentlemen. Number 4, Pat Parker in second. Number 88, third. Number 77. Halfway down. 4 down, 4 to go. Kelly DeMaurier, 2 laps. The Little Caesars entry out of McGraw, New York. She got a commander lead going down the back straightaway. White flag is out, 1 more lap to go. No. Come out, turn number 4, Craig DeMaurier. Final hit race in for second place. Goes to the 4th. Pat Parker, 88J, and the 77. Round out your top 5.
Jake Folson in the 66. Side-by-side battle up here coming into the 109B. Whoa, we got one around in between. Albanese and Decker out on the front row, followed by Falston. Albany's going to take him. Battle brewing up here for the lead, ladies and gentlemen. Russell taking it to the pits in the 109. Ladies and gentlemen, Decker and Albanese. 2 to go this time by. Decker moving to the inside. Decker takes the lead with 1 to go. Decker bringing him around 3 and 4. Heat race number 1. Gary Folk got the field in hand. Green is out. We're underway. On the low side, but a little of a run on the outside. Trevor Dudley goes off for second place going into turn number 2 as he takes command of the second position. Gets a little sideways off of 2. Trevor Dudley with an early lead out of Port Byron. Going down the back straightaway. This year, a couple weeks ago, was at Woodhull Raceway. Opening night here at Thunder Mountain as he drifts up a little high going down the back straightaway with the lead. Zimmer second, the 2C third. Cody Nielsen, the 36 of Dan Forrest fourth, and the 21 rounding out the race signal. Halfway down in this heat race, 4 down, 4 to go. Going down into turn number 2, down the back straightaway, Zimmer. As he gains a little bit more this time by. Back, nothing's changed. 36 of Force gets a little sideways off of anyway, but he sails it off a little harder into 3. Still not letting. He's going to do anything. He's going to have to do it quick. Back straightaway. Looks like he's got good command in his lead, but Zimmer is not. For Dudley, see if he can hang on. A little lower now, going down to. Zimmer's going to try one more time, but don't look like it's going to happen. Heat race number 2 going to Trevor Dudley. Nielsen third, the 36 of Force. Sportsman heat race now. Going into turn number 3 is the number 20 car. Eddie White out of Candor taking the lead early. Super Trucks Plus entry. Number 8A, started by Ryan Elmsdorf out Beth. From the second position. Number 31, Larry Hillis and on the outside, going off into turn 3. It looks like Hill's going to take that position away. It's up front. Eddie White maintains that lead up front, down the back straightaway. He's going to get the halfway sign. 4 down, 4 to go. 31 at Hills is second. 8A at Elmsdorf third. Right on 4th right now is the number 38, Jordy Decker out of Berkshire. Meanwhile, up front, the number 20 car, Eddie White. So we've got a little bit of a battle heating up for now. Ryan Elmsdorf coming off of turn number 4, getting the 2 down, 2 to go sign for Plus entry. Battle for 3rd position heats up a little bit. So Elmsdorf, the white flag for Eddie White. One more lap to go in this heat race for turn number 4. Gary Folk gives him the checker flags. Heat race number 1 for Open Sportsman goes to Eddie White. Third, Day of Ryan Elmsdorf. Way off into turn number 1. Looks like Chris Jordan's going to get an early lead. Chris Jordan coming out with a pretty good lead. The 3-car lengths come off turn number 4. First lap. Up for the 3rd position right now. That's the as he picks up the 2nd position. He's hooked up pretty good down the inside. Come off of 4. Jordan with a really good lead. He's going to have to hurry up if he's going to. Jordan first, Spoonhour second. The 71 car, Marshall Balzer. Brian White. And we have one around. Green flag's back out. We are underway. We have a Spoonhour on the outside, looking a little high. As they're both committed. Balzer on the inside, Spoonhour outside as they single file out. Messick. Now, 56 car coming back through. That's Brian White. We had trouble earlier before the. Still got the lead. Still well in command of this heat race. Meckick, as we have a battle heating up for the. Now he's looking on the inside coming off it. Giving in as they have a side-by-side battle. They touch. Ladies and gentlemen, 1 lap to go for 2nd place. One final time coming off the back. Home, and Chance Spoonhour is going to be 2nd with that heat of 19. Dayton Coney out of Owego as we get set to go for heat race number the 57. Heating up for 2nd position. That's the 22 car. He's hot on the heels of Berman right now, going down the back straight. Car around. Dayton Cody. It looks like the number 28 car. Melee. From looks up here, Coney came off of turn number 4.
Check 1, 2, race fans, can you hear me? I can't tell. Check 1, 2.
Yeah, who needs a stick weld?
Check 1, 2. This is a test. Heat race number 1 for IMCA Modifieds underway. Race fans. Looks like Tim Vandermark on the number 107 car. Second place. Leading is the number 96, Tyler Stoddard. Now running third out of Canterville, New York. Excuse me, Catellaville. Running fourth is the number 25 in with Doug McCrane out of Groton. Right now, we have the 96 in the lead going into turn number 3. I'll just keep going. 107 to Tim Vandermark second, hot on his tail. Going into turn number 1. Running third, Tyler Starter. Good straightaway back as the battle for the lead. We had the checker flag in the air for the number 96, Tim Vandermark coming home second. The third, Tyler Stoddard. Fourth, limping home. Looks like the 25M and Doug McCain. Looks like he had a little trouble with that 25M ride out of Groton. The Addy's Power Equipment Rose Brothers Construction entry. We are underway. Heat race number 2 for the IMCA Modifieds. Going off into turn number 1. With the 99. As Dan Seals runs a little high in a U2 car. Gary Roberts now. A good size by side battle for the lead. Off into turn number 3. It's a really tight field right now. Side by side racing. First 2 rows. Dan Seal picking up the lead. Using that outside line. Going down the back straightaway. He gets a good run. And the 98K Lamphere now wants a piece of the action. Gary Roberts now dropping down to third, but he cannot afford to slow down as Bo Ballard going off into turn 4. Turn number 1, excuse me, as he tries the high side now to get that run down the back straightaway. Meanwhile, up front, Seal and Lamphere in a battle for the lead. Side by side, coming off of turn number 4, we have a battle, ladies and gentlemen. Out off into 1. Seal and Lamphere still side by side going down the back straightaway. And behind them, Bo Ballard's looking to take the spot away from Gary Roberts. On the inside, come off of turn number 4. Bo Ballard gets that position. As we have a battle for the lead, Bo Ballard's looking to set his sights on Lamphere and Seals. As Lamphere now takes the lead by, so close down the back straightaway. As he now has the lead come off of turn number 4. It looks like he secured it. But Seals cannot afford to lose any ground now. Bo Ballard's looking for second position now. Hot on his tail as they get by the lap car, the 91 of Alvord having a little trouble there. Gary Folk gives the 2 to go sign as Keith Lamphere takes the lead. Good 2-3 car lengths now. Bo Ballard is the hot one on Seals' tail right now going into turn number 3. Bo Ballard goes around going off into 4. And the white flag comes out, yellow at the same time. Coming out of turn number 4, what's that? Keith Lamphere
getting a challenge from Larry Steele, Dan Seals for the checker flag, but Lamphere hangs on to pick up the win. Seals second, the U2 again, Ravis third, and the number 14 car coming on fourth. That's Will Ward out of Coviskill, New York. Rounding out the field is the number 76 of Brad Smith out of Horseheads. First heat race modifieds underway. Corey Costa out of Corning picks up the early lead as the 27 car looks for gets a position. That's Brett Wilcox getting an early run coming off of turn number 2. As we got a little bit of contact out back. The number 24 and 63 car. Byron Worthing. A little bit of a tangle as they get it back righted. Meanwhile up front, Corey Costa maintains the lead, coming off of 4, lifting that left front off the ground. 27 Wilcox second. Alan Barker third. Fourth right now is the 24. Bobby Stahl, as Corey Costa comes out at turn number 4 another time, maintains that lead. Wilcox second, Barker third. Corey out of Corning, New York, part of the American Racing Cup Challenge this year, as he's making a statement earlier this season here at Thunder Mountain. Corey Costa coming out of turn number 4, former Woodhull Raceway home track competitor, now making Thunder Mountain home this year. Brent Wilcox second, Barker third, as the top 3 have it pretty well locked down and under control right now. Gary Folk displays the 2 to go signal to Corey Costa. Brent Wilcox, though, coming up on the back straight a little closer. Rolling him in a little bit. He's going to keep Corey Costa honest, though. White flag comes out one more time around for Corey Costa. Wilcox second. Third is Alan Barker going down the back straightaway one final time. First heat race of the 2017 season for the modifieds. Corey Costa takes the win. Wilcox second. Alan Barker third. Fourth we'll go to Byron Worthing. Last call. Horseman.
Eastman's going to lead him around to the green flag. Flagger gives him the green. We're going here.
Will Eastman takes an early lead going down. We got trouble going down into turn number 2. Couple cars locked together. One slowing now going down the back straightaway as Will Eastman maintains the lead. We got 2 cars in trouble now going off into turn number 3. They pull off, continue to race on, and Will Eastman takes the lead, but he has trouble. But right behind him, number 17 car takes the lead from him coming out of turn number 4. Two laps in. Number 116 now takes second place. Will Eastman is starting to backslide a little bit as he loses the 3rd position now. Not turn number 4 to 17 leads. 116 second. That's Joe McCabe out of Castle Creek. 63 third at Eric Boyd. Will Eastman is really starting to backslide now. It looks like he has a problem with his number 120 car. He is now back to the 5th position. About to lose that to the 24 of Justin Shiner. Meanwhile, out front, the 17 maintains the lead. Got a good half a straightaway lead on the 116 of Joe McCabe going off into turn number 1 now. As we go a little further back, the 4R is battling with the number 24 car of Justin Shiner. Well, behind him, the 138 and the 8 car are side by side. That's Doug Woodhausen and Dana Davis coming off of turn number 4. As Davis maintains that position. Justin Shiner now moving on up. Move over flag displayed for lap traffic. 17 starting to, Chris Jordan is starting to check on the back markers. The 17A of Chris Jordan going down the back straightaway now. Gets his first lap car behind him. Dispatches of him. The 116 is second. Joe McCabe, 3rd. That's Eric Boyd, 4th. Right now, Dana Davis, 5th. The 24 car, Justin Shiner. Chris Jordan maintains the lead, come off of 4. Going down into turn 1 now. Second place car of Joe McCabe. Still working lap traffic. Jordan has a good straightaway lead now on the 116. Nope. On the back straightaway, we have Chris Jordan maintaining the lead. Right. His left front is coming off the ground coming out of 4. He's got that right rear hooked up going into turn number 1, maintaining that advantage. Drifts it up high, going down the back straightaway. Got some nice arc going down into turn 3. Looks like he's dominant down there in the bottom, able to maintain a smooth line. Almost like a qualifying lap for Chris Jordan. Second place now. It's like Joe McCabe is still in second position, working on a lap car. That is the 44, Norm Whittemore. And they get together a little bit going into turn number 3. McCabe gets to the inside of Norm Whittemore. That could be for position. McCabe gets that spot back. Meanwhile, up front, looks like Chris Jordan still with a commanding lead. He's got about a half a track advantage now on McCabe, working through and weaving and dodging through lap traffic as head starter gives the 5 to go signal. Number 17A going down the back straightaway. He's got a well command of this race right now. He negotiates lap traffic. Looks like the number 116 car, McCabe, is running second. The 99 car running 3rd. And we have trouble going down into turn number 3. Yellow's out. Eric Boyd, 4th. Dana Davis, we're back underway. Lee goes off into turn number 1. McCabe's got a good visual on him now that they brought back together. He's going to try and make a last-ditch effort here with a 2 lap coming down to 3 to go. Got a little bit of action out back right now in the number 4 car.
17A leads. McCabe second. Third, Eric Boyd. Fourth is the 138 car of Dana Davis. 4-hour rides fifth, the 24 car of Justin Shiner. Runs sixth as we got a battle for third position now. Heating up, the 138 car of Dana Davis looks to the inside of Eric Boyd, coming down to the white flag. 1 lap to go. Meanwhile, up front, the 17A is well in command of this feature event for the XL 600 Modifieds. Coming out of turn number 4, feature winner, 17A Elite. Second, McCabe. Third, be Eric Boyd. Fourth, be the 138 of Dana Davis, rounding out the top 5 of the 4R car. Second feature, 2017 season here at Thunder Mountain underway. Green flag is out. Hold off into turn number 1 now. We got the 77 car. As we have trouble going into turn number 1.
Shane Spoonhour gets turned around.
Shane Spoonhour having trouble. It looked like they ironed it out, though. Green stays out. That's the 77 car of Isaiah Ford. Has the number 1 position well in hand. A little bit back behind him. 36 now.
Shane Spoon.
We have more slow car down here in the front straightaway. Yellow's out for Shane Spoonhour as they all scatter coming by the flag stand. The yellow came out as Shane came to a stop.
Check.
Great
check,
sportsman
1,
feature
2.
back underway.
Check 1, 2.
Number 77, Isaiah Forward, as they scatter behind him, going off into turn number 1. The 36 car, Ben Bouchard, giving it a run for it. Going down the back straightaway, 3 wide, and make contact. Bouchard and the number 25 car make contact. Pat Jordan. Bouchard maintains a spot a little further back, though. We have a big scramble for position. Kaylee DeMaurier, Kenny Hammond coming through the field. We got trouble. DeMaurier goes around in turn number 1. Takes one other car with her. Everyone else was able to get away. 25 car, third. Pat Jordan. Green flag's out. We're back underway. Off into turn number 1. Bouchard. Ben Bouchard gets a lead. A little bit of a half car length now as he takes that spot. Pat Jordan now going for the second position. Coming out turn number 4. He secures it as the 77 of Isaiah Ford rolls back to third. Tommy Collins looking though on the inside, looking to make a 3 wide going down the back straightaway. Tommy Collins on the inside, Kenny Ham in the middle, outside is, and we have yellow once again. Car around in turn number 2. Ben Bouchard with the lead. Off of 4, green flag's out, we're back underway. Off into turn number 1. Bouchard gets the advantage. A little further back, though, we have a big scramble for 4th position. Kenny Hammond on the inside of Tommy Collins. He gives him a little nudge coming off of 4, but to no avail. Tommy Collins with that 4th position. Meanwhile, further back, we have a big scramble for position. Top 10, we got a couple cars are getting together going into 1, but they keep them straight. Kelly DeMaurier is coming back through the field right now after her spin. We have a slow car. Number 3 looks like down the back straightaway, and that'll bring out another yellow. Gary Folk looks him over going into 3 and 4, and we're back underway. Going off into turn number 1 now. We have a big charge by Pat Jordan, side-by-side battle going down the back straightaway. Bouchard tries to push him down to the inside, take some of his line away, but Pat Jordan is going to have none of it. Pat Jordan takes the lead now, coming off the, going into turn number 1. As it looks like about the 3rd, 4th lead change of this feature. A lot of lead changes as we get another run from Isaiah Forward going down the back straightaway. It looks like he's going to try to get a hand at second spot. Side by side going down the front straightaway. Forward with the advantage going back into 1 though. The 36. Bouchard loses a spot. Isaiah Ford gets back to 2nd position. Meanwhile, behind him, Kenny Hammond takes advantage of Bouchard's misfortune. He is now in the 3rd position. That moves Tommy Collins back to 4th. In 5th now rides number 24 car, Dustin Jordan. As the field irons out a little bit, and they start to get a little rhythm going in with the leader. Pat Jordan starts to set sail going down the back straightaway. And we have trouble going into turn number 1. We have 1, 2, 3 cars now piled up into turn number 1. Jordan coming off of 4. Green flag's out. We're back underway. Going into turn number 1, Pat Jordan stretches out his lead, gets that nice single file restart. We have a battle for second, though, heating up. Kenny Hammond going down the back straightaway, trying to make a run on Isaiah Ford, but nothing happening there. Halfway down, halfway to go. Pat Jordan in the lead now, a good 3-4 car lengths going down the back straightaway, as Isaiah Ford trails him in second, trying to chase him down. Kenny Hammond third, Tommy Collins fourth, and Dustin Jordan rounding out the top 5 right now as they go nose to tail off into turn number 1. Everybody pretty much minding their business. Behind them is a little bit of a battle hanging on from Brenton Miller of Ben Bouchard. Bouchard starting to backslide a little bit more, but he maintains that position. Looks like the 6th position right now is the hottest battle. A little bit behind him. Oh, Miller gets a little sideways going down the back straightaway. Spoonhauer now wants a piece of the action. As he goes around, hits the Uke tire coming out of turn number 4. That's going to bring out another yellow. Shane Spoonhauer trying to desperately make his way through the field to no avail. We have 13 laps complete, 7 to go. We have a battle for second right now. Kenny Hammond making a late charge. Going into turn number 3 and 4. 4 gives him a little tap into 4, coming out of 4, but Hammond with the second spot. He did not budge at all after that tap, as Kenny Hammond sets his sights on Pat Jordan now. Let's see if he can make a run late here in the race. 5 to go from head start at Gary Folk. Going into 1, Pat Jordan maintains a good 2-car length advantage. As we have a battle, Tommy Collins now finally looking for a number 3 position. Hanging out 4th all day. A little bit of Iceman action here for Tommy Collins. He's been there. Nobody haven't really talked about him too much, but he is right there now in 3rd position. A podium so far for Tommy Collins if he stays there. Out of 4, we got 3 laps to go for Pat Jordan. Let's see if he can hang on. Going into turn number 1, Kenny Hammond reels him in a little bit. Jordan stretches it out one more time. Hammond reels it in one more time. 2 laps to go from head starter Gary Folk. 2 to go. Hammond trying to work the inside a little harder now. Seems to be keeping that advantage. He's not gaining, but he's not losing. And now here he comes. Here comes Kenny Hammond off of turn number 4. Looking at Pat Jordan's left front rear corner going into 3, but look out behind him. He can't waste too much time. Here comes Tommy Collins down the back straightaway. Looks like a battle for second position is going to leave Pat Jordan for the checker flags in the Crate Sportsman feature. First one in 2017. Hammond hangs on for second. 3rd, Tommy Collins. Looks like we have a battle for 4th between the 24, Dustin Jordan, and Isaiah Forward. Lights out on the pace car. Getting ready to go green here for the street stock feature. Green flag is out. We're underway. Street stock feature. Number 66 car trying to take the lead from 89. Jake Folston in the lead. The 89 of Damon Decker on his outside. Folston maintains that low line going into turn number 1. If Decker, hot on his heels though, gets really close to that back bumper. But Folston seems to be making that inside line work very well early in this street stock feature event. Jake Folston has the lead, but not far behind him is Damon Decker. Going into turn number 3, we have a battle heating up now for 3rd position. That's the number 2, EZ, Earl Zimmer. Number 3C, right behind him. Folston with the advantage now on Damon Decker. Come off of turn number 4, as they both seem to be breaking away from the rest of the field, although
Earl Zimmer now has a little bit of a clear track ahead of him. He's going to try to reel both of them in. A little bit behind Zimmer, we have the 14A of Lansing Albanese making a run for the 4 position now, as he's going to take that, run off into turn 1 now and try to work on all Zimmer's. Albanese hooked up pretty good here early on in this Street Stock feature event here at Thunder Mountain. Battle heating up for the top position. Folston, Decker gets the bumper to him coming off of turn number 2. If anything, it helped him push him down the back straightaway better. As we have 2x2 battles for the top 4 positions. Decker in first and Folston first and second. Zimmer, Albanese third and fourth. Sneaking up in the number 6 car, Mike Wilbur Sr. as Albanese is ducking down beneath Zimmer. He's going to try to get an advantage, come off of 4, making that car roll really good through the bottom. Zimmer's going to take the high side. Albanese, the bottom. Give Albanese the 3rd position. Folston maintains the lead. Meanwhile, up front, 2nd place, Decker. As Decker commits to the high side, Folston committed to the bottom since the beginning of the race, but it looks like he might have to start trying to protect that position. So far, so good. Drag race down the back straightaway. Folston's persistence is paying off so far, but Decker's getting a really good run coming down the front straight into turn number 1. He has a great run going into 1 almost every lap. Meanwhile, behind him, Lansing Albanese is reeling them in slowly as these two are fighting for the lead up front, and we have a side-by-side battle now. Coming off of turn number 2, Folston on the inside, Decker on the outside. Decker with the advantage for the first time this evening. Looks like he's going to pinch down Folston, and he's got the spot. Give the advantage to Damon Decker in the 89. Folston tucks him behind him. He's going to try to regroup and give him another run out. He throws it in real hard into 3. But now he's got to worry about the number 14A of Lansing Albanese. You can almost throw a blanket, ladies and gentlemen, over the top 3 positions right now as Damon Decker begins to stretch out the lead a little bit. Going down the back straightaway. A little further back for the 5th position now. Looks like the number 6 car, Mike Wilbur Sr. in the 109D. That's Dan Russell battling for the white cars, battling for the 5th position. Looks like the 4th position, that 21 is a lap car. Meanwhile, out front, Damon Decker starting to step it out a little bit, getting his rhythm down now that he has a clear track. He's got a good half a lap before he hits another lap car, if he gets to that point. The field is maintaining a pretty steady pace. Behind him, looks like Albanese now is looking to the bottom of Folston. Folston protecting going into turn number 1. Looks like they both want that same piece of real estate. The only car that was making it work up high was Damon Decker, and he was able to get that position. Oh, side-by-side battle for 2nd position. We have Albanese going down the front. Dead heat down the front straightaway. Albanese got it back in the inside going into 1, and it looks like he's going to take over the 2nd spot from Folston. Give the position to Lansing Albanese. 2 laps to go. Damon Decker, he's got clear sailing ahead, no lap traffic. Closest battle will be for right now. Looks like way out back for the 3C and the 2D car. Trevor Dudley in the 3C car. 2C car, Cody Nielsen. White flag is out for Damon Decker one more time around as he grabbed the lead about halfway through this event. Going down the back straight one final time. Damon Decker, first Street Stock feature win of 2017. 2nd, a hard 4th. Lansing Albanese 3rd. Folston 4th. We'll go to the 109D of Dan Russell Jr. rounding out the top 5. It's going to be the 6 of Mike Wilbur. There you have it, folks. Chris Jordan on the inside, on the pole, has the field in tow. Green flag's out, we're underway. Big scramble for position right behind him. Jordan gets a good advantage. Going down the back straightaway, we have a battle for numbers, the 2nd position now, though. That's the 57 of Dan Berman.
in the number 31 car. Larry Hillis going off into turn number 1. Berman with the advantage as they file down the back straightaway. A little further back now. They're starting to heat up a little bit of a battle for third position. Digging on a 22 on the inside cars, the 22. Kevin Jordan trying to look for the third position. Oh, we got a battle for second now. Coming off of turn number 4, the 31 car. Larry Hills gets the position from Dan Berman. Sets his sights on Chris Jordan, but he's got a good straightaway lead right now. He's going to need a little help if he's going to catch up to him. We'll see, though. Looks like Berman is backsliding a little bit now. 22 car just took a position from him. That's Kevin Jordan now up to third, making a charge through the field. Going down the back straightaway, we have a Berman about to lose another position to the 20 car of Eddie White. Looks like Berman's handle has gone away, but we got a car around coming off at turn number 2. 7. I don't know who that is. He's got the green in hand, and Chris Jordan takes the field down back into turn number 1 for our next restart. Going down the back straightaway, Chris Jordan with the lead. Action heating up a little bit for the second position and third. We got the 20 car of Eddie White digging, and we got trouble in the back. One car up into the Ute tires, and we have trouble down in turn 1 now. Chance Spoonhour tangled up with the 20 car of Eddie White. Chris Jordan has the field until ready, set to go, back underway. Good restart for Chris Jordan. Going down into turn number 1 now. The other Jordan, Kevin, falling in behind him. Larry Hill is now in third. Chance Spoonhour fourth. But he's got a little bit of company right now in the 38 machine. That would be Jordy Decker now making a little bit of a run on the inside there, coming off of turn number 2. Jordy to no avail. Chance knows he's there. He comes down to the bottom. Jordy is still sticking his nose underneath there a little bit, but give the spot to Chance Spoonhour, fourth position. Meanwhile, up front, we have Chris Jordan in the 22J in the lead. Second, the other Jordan, Kevin Jordan. Third, Larry Hills. Fourth, Chance Spoonhour. We have a little battle for fifth position right now between the 38 and the 56 car. That's the 38 of Jordy Decker and the 56. That Brian White starting to make a draw. Whoa, we got a side-by-side battle. Larry Hills, Chance Spoonhour. Hills gets crossed up coming down our front straightaway. Looks like he gets it back going, though, but give the position number 3 to Chance Spoonhour. And Larry Hills tries to get a gather back up again and make another run at it here, but he's got company. It's not going to be easy for him. It's the 38 car down to the inside of him. That's Jordy Decker looking for that position. He's got two cars on the outside. That's Brian White now. He's got his hands full right now with 2 cars behind him. One on the inside, one on the outside. Looks like Brian White, though, is going to take advantage. Pinch him down a little bit and get that fourth position. Give it to Brian White. Jordy Decker, trouble for Jordy Decker. He has got looks like a left front tire down. He's heading up to the wall going into turn 3. Let's see if he can limp it back. Looks like he may have came to a stop. Yellow's out for the 38 of Jordy Decker, who was making a good charge later on in the going here in this Open Sportsman feature. Setting up for a restart now. We got Chris Jordan, 22J, with the field in tow. Back on the green. Going off into turn number 1 now. Brian White sitting in the third position. Looking at both 22s in front of him. Looks like he's going to give it a little challenge now, though, to Kevin Jordan. Give the position to Brian White going into turn number 3. Hold on, not yet. Yellow's back out. As we have a car tangled up here in turn 4 again. That Ute tire is getting a workout tonight in turn 4. Kevin Jordan keeping that second position lap now, but look out. 56 of Brian White is coming. Coming down our front straightaway. We're back on the way. Sailing off back into turn number 1. Chance Spoonhour, pardon me. One of the Spoonhowers. Trying to get a good run there. Going off into turn number 1, but we have Brian White now
looking for a second position. Finally looking for a challenge for second on Kevin Jordan. Brian White has got one around in turn 1. That is the number 8 car, 8A. The 8A with 5 to go. He looks like he is stopped. Gary Folk gives the field the 5 to go. He is stopped in the infield at the Ute tires. On the inside of the Ute tires, that will be Ryan Alsdorf. As he gets going again, continue on. As we're talking about him, take a look at this. Brian White now going down the back straightaway. Looks like he's going to make a charge at Chris Jordan in the 20. Oh, going down the front straightaway. Brian White had a run on him. Yellow comes out finally. We get ready, set back to go here. Sportsman feature. Open Sportsman back underway. Chris Jordan. He's got Eddie Brian White hot on his heels though, going off into turn number 1. We're going to have a late race battle, ladies and gentlemen. Brian White. Jordan pinches him down low, going into 3 to no avail. Gary Folk, the head starter. 2 laps to go as we have trouble. Chance Spoonhauer getting together with someone come down the front straightaway. Meanwhile, up front, that is all Chris Jordan right now. But that could change. Here comes Brian White coming out of turn number 4 to take the lead for the first time this evening. Brian White going off into turn number 1 on the white flag lap. Brian White down the back straightaway one final time. Looks like he's going to take the race win from Chris Jordan. Your first feature winner for 2017 in the Open Sportsman, Brian White. Getting his pictures. First feature win of 2017. The 25 car. Family, friends, crew. We're getting ready, set to go here. First modified feature, 2017. Head starter, Gary Folk with the green flag. We're underway. Going off into turn 1, Shane Spoonhauer with the early advantage. Corey Costa not wasting any time. We have trouble down here going into turn number 2. Looks like yellow number 73, green car. Steve Deinhardt out of Deposit, New York. Gets around. Shane Spoonhauer with the restart. Jeremy Smith to his outside. We're back underway. Spoonhauer with the jump. Going down into turn number 1. Jeremy Smith instantly gets to the bottom, trying to protect that second position, which he does successfully. Alan Barker now with 3rd. But look out, Corey Costa on the outside. That Corning, New York native, coming to Thunder Mountain full time this year. And we have a yellow out again. The 27 car around once again is Brent Wilcox. Looks like he got together with Byron Worthing, Owego, New York's driver in the Morton Motors CK General Contracting car. Back on to turn 3 and 4, field rolls. Loud pedal, here we go. Shane Spoonhauer back to the lead. Excellent restart for Shane. Jeremy Smith files back down there in the second. As we go down the back straightaway, looks like we have Corey Costa trying to work that high side, but he better look out. Here comes Nick Nye on the inside. Danny Creedon down low now, trying to make it 3 wide. He sticks his nose in there on Nye. Going down the back straightaway. Danny Creedon looking for number 5 position. Looks like he's gonna lock it down. Go off into turn number 1. Shane Spuhauer with the lead. Jeremy Smith second. Alan Barker third. Corey Costa still hanging on to that 4th position, but look out behind him. Danny Creedon is on the move, working that low side very well right now. Corey hears him. He takes that bottom line, trying to take the line away from Creedon. Looks like it'll be just a matter of time, though. Creedon's gonna try to get that spot. Meanwhile, out front, clear sailing for Shane Spoonhour. Jeremy Smith working second, Alan Barker third, Costa fourth, Danny Creedon fifth, Nick Nye sixth. We have Chad Cook up there in 7th. Looks like Colton Woodson move up a spot to 8th now, trying to make his move. But he's got a little bit of a challenge right now from the 737 car. Change for position. Colton Wilson back to 8th. Give it to the 737. Now up front, battle for the lead. Looks like Smith got a run going down into turn 2, but he had to back off a little bit. Looks like Spoonhour took the line away. Danny Creedon now up to 4th position. Going down the front straightaway right now as he sets his sights on Alan Barker going down the front back straightaway. Pretty even right now. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. He could stick about 1-2 car lengths between each one of them as they try to set pace and start taking down markers of the back markers of lap cars. Shane Spoonhour with the early lead here in the modified feature here at Thunder Mountain. Jeremy Smith pedaling on the bottom. Alan Barker looks like he's gaining a little. The 216s are gaining on Smith. Smith stretches it out again. Going down the back straightaway. Trying to reel in Spoonhour. Let's see who has a long run car tonight. Got about 10 laps in thus far in this run. Corey Costa and Nick Nye going at it right now for the 5th position. Corey Costa on the outside. Nick Nye on the inside. Drag race down the back straightaway. Give the spot to Nick Nye. Corey Costa slides back to the 6th position. He tucks back in and tries to get it. Meanwhile, near the front, Danny Creedon and Alan Barker battle heating up. Creedon getting that late entry, going into turn 3, trying to dive back down to the bottom. He is diamonding off that corner, getting up high, coming down low. He's going to try the outside a little bit, going down the back straight. Looks like he's getting a good run on that outside. Barker needs to look out. Here comes Creedon down the front straightaway. He gets a almost getting ground on him. He just can't get alongside him yet. Creedon gets a run on him now. A little bit of a bumper to the inside of him. Still nothing. Alan Barker able to hang on. We have a yellow, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like we have a 17 car in the infield. Coming out of 4. Restart. Looks like Jeremy Smith and Spoonhour running up the track. Oh, we have trouble. A little bit of bumping and banging. Spoonhour gets the getter. But Jeremy Smith, looks like Smith's in trouble. He's got a left front tire down right now. Smith is backing off right now. We'll see if we can get back to the pit area. Looks like Jeremy Smith is going to come to a stop up in turn 3 and 4 with Alan Barker maintaining the lead. New leader, Alan Barker. Take a look at Nick Nye all the way up to 2nd. Nick restarted. Looked like it was 4th or 6th position, and all of a sudden Nick Nye is up to the 2nd spot. Shane Spuhauer 3rd, Danny Creedon 4th, Chad Cook 5th, Corey Costa 6th. Green is out, back underway. Alan Barker, Shane Spoonhour now looking on the high side, going down the back straightaway. Looks like Danny Creedon now is gonna try to get that 3rd position from Spoonhour. As he does, that bottom side working great. Spoonhour trying to switch it up, but he pushes high. Loses a spot to Chad Cook, takes full advantage. Corey Costa trying to go along with Cook. Caution is back out. Looks like Jeremy Smith came back out, and he have a yellow. Barker with the restart. Slows him down. Back to the loud pedal and underway. On the outside now. Mr. Danny Creedon looking to wind it up on Nick Nye on the outside, going into turn number 3. Nick Nye comes back though on the inside as they're trading spots right now. 2nd, 1st, 2nd, side by side drag race. Creedon loses a little ground going off into turn 2. Tries to tuck it back in, but he's going to try the bottom now as he sees Nick Nye with a good advantage on the bottom. Back out front, Alan Barker in the lead as the two behind him battle for position. Creedon third, Chad Cook fourth. Fifth is Corey Costa as they're all starting to look at the bottom more and more. A little further back in the field, Jeremy Smith trying to work his way back forward. He gets by to 119 of Brian Malcolm. Meanwhile, up front, here comes Nick Nye. The 6NN. Creedon off into one. Creedon assumes the lead for the first time this evening. Nick Nye second, Barker third, Chad Cook still there in fourth, Corey Costa rounding out the top 5. As Creedon begins to sit stale and look at the lap traffic ahead of him about a straightaway away. Down the back straightaway, Creedon starts to stretch it out a little bit more. Nye second, third Barker, Chad Cook fourth, Corey Costa still fifth. To start to fan out a little bit. Biggest challenge right now, the 42 car of Colton Wilson and the 34 of Shane Spoonhauer. 63 of Byron Worthing. Looks like a position for 6th, 7th, and 8th. Battling, raging on. Going down the front straightaway. Wilson looks on the inside of Spoonhauer, nothing there. Byron Worthing right behind him as they tuck back in line. Going down the back straightaway. Getting late in the going here right now. Danny Creedon starting to weave through lap traffic. Pick him off one at a time. 27 of Wilcox right in front of him. Looks like he's got a tire going down. He is going to slow down right now. May bring out the yellow for Creedon. Looks like Gary Folk is going to display it. Yellow's out. Yellow's out. Restart Danny Creedon, Nick Nye. Alan Barker still sitting in third, but we have a battle now for the 4th position. Corey Costa in the 02 and Chad Cook in the 222. Going down the inside, going into 3 and 4. Corey Costa looks the inside. White flag is out for Danny Creedon. One more time around. Danny Creedon. Worthboro, New York to Shackleton, Napa. Smoke chart number 16X, Danny Creedon with the first feature win of the season, 2017 Thunder Mountain. Nick Nye second, Alan Barker third, Chad Cook fourth. Corey Costa comes home fifth. A late race charge for Danny Creedon. Gets him to pick up the win. Ready to go green, IMCA modified feature. Green's out, we're underway. Early lead to the high side. Gary Roberts taking advantage of that, though, taking the lead going down into turn number 3. Side by side with the 96X of Brandon Smith going down the front straightaway. Give it to Gary Roberts, lap 1. Down into turn 2. As we have the 32 car now, digging hard on the inside. That's Tyler Stoddard now, going side by side with Brandon, the 96X of Brandon Smith. Brandon drifts up high. Give it to Tyler Stoddard, second position now. Yellow flag's out. Yellow's out. Right now we have the 107 car. Looks like Tim Vandermark out of Walton in the Reflections Beauty Salon number 107. Gary Roberts going off into turn number 1 with a good restart. But Tyler Stoddard now winds it up on the outside. He's going to try to make that outside work for him to no avail. Gary Roberts maintains that early lead. Meanwhile, out back, it looks like Dan Cyril out of Groton, taking that 3rd position. The 99S, the 14 car right behind him, that's Will Ward out of Cobleskill, but he's about to lose that position to the 98 car, Keith Lamphere. Meanwhile, up front, Gary Roberts with a pretty good lead here from a car length going off into turn number 1. Field starts to file in a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. Going down the back straightaway now, Gary Roberts and Tyler Stoddard going to battle here in the IMCA Feature first race of 2017 here for the IMCA cars. Bottom seems to be the place to be right now. Gary Roberts first, Tyler Stoddard second, Dan Cyril third. The 14 car, Will Ward hanging on to fourth. 98K of Lamphere fifth. Bo Ballard, a little trouble earlier tonight for the Grand Gorge, New York native. Bo Ballard, he is in 6th position. He could see the leaders, having a very good run here in the feature after having trouble in his heat race. Meanwhile, Gary Roberts up front. We have a lap car he's getting closer to 91. That's the 91 car of Dan Alvold out of Locke, New York. He gets out of the way as we keep running here. Gary Roberts with the lead, stretching out a little further on Stoddard, but Cyril's there in 4th. He's got to protect the position from Will Ward. Lamphere up in the 5th. Looks like Lamphere is going to try to dig a little bit on Will Ward going on in turn 3 and 4. They look like they're about to change the position here. Bo Ballard, though, reeling them in the top 5. We are head starter. Gives the halfway sign. Point down, 10 to go. Here in the IMCA Modified Feature, Gary Roberts, Tyler Stoddard, Dan Searles, Will Ward, Keith Lamphere, and Bo Ballard making up that top 6 positions as they're starting to walk away from the rest of the field. Good battle, all 6 of them right now. Nose to tail going down the front straightaway. Very good race here tonight for the IMCA cars. Here comes Bo Ballard down to the inside. Bo Ballard looking for the 5th position. Bo Ballard gets a little tap from Lamphere, but he to no avail. Bo Ballard's got the 5th spot now. He's got 4 to go before he can get to the front. Ballard sets his sights on Ward. Ward sets his sights on Dan Searles. Searles to the inside. Ward gets a little contact coming off of 4. Here comes Bo Ballard right behind him as they break their momentum just a little bit. Bo Ballard's gonna try the outside. Bo Ballard from Grand Gorge, a very strong competitor. Last year at the I-88 Speedway, now the Afton Motorsports Park. Bo working the outside. Good run for Bo Ballard coming from the back of the field. As we have a battle for position now, Dan Searles and Will Ward. Will takes the 3rd position. Bo Ballard's looking for 4th now from Searles. Meanwhile, up front, Gary Roberts with a commanding lead now as the rest of the field behind him begins to battle for position. Excellent fight right now going on for 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Tyler Stoddard, Will Ward up to 3rd now, the Cobleskill, New York native. But he's got to look out behind him with Bo Ballard as he gets hooked a little bit from Lamphere. Gary Roberts, though, in good command right now of this IMCA Modified Feature. Gary Roberts, ladies and gentlemen. The U2 car. Nineveh Junction. MR Graphics Tempered Auto Repair. Taking the lead. He gets the 2 to go signal from Gary, our head starter, going off into turn number 1. Gary Roberts. Full command of this race right now. Right now we got Lamphere though and Bo Ballard going for a position right now. 5th. Bo drifts up high, gets really close to the wall. He gives up that 4th position to Lamphere. And we got trouble going into turn 2, the 68 car. Looks like the yellow's gonna come out. Head starter Gary Folke, nice steady run. We're back underway one final time, hopefully. Roberts has him covered going off into turn 1. Tyler Stoddart's right there, though. Keith Lamphere. Oh, we got contact between Stoddard and Ward going down the back straightaway. Looks like Bo Ballard's going to try to take advantage along with Keith Lamphere. Coming out of turn number 4. Checker flag. Gary Roberts, winner. First IMCA modified feature of 2017. Tyler Stoddard second. And for third and fourth, it was a little too close to tell. Rookie Sportsman feature going down the back straightaway. That's the number 10 car, AJ Williams. Taking an early lead from the 34 of Connor Spoonhour. As they sail off into turn number 1, those two pretty much taking off down the back straightaway. AJ Williams maintaining that lead. 4 cars tonight's Rookie Sportsman feature. The 34L, Landon Cummings, in the third spot right now. Behind him is the 83, Seth Odell. That rounds out your field for the Rookie Sportsman. As AJ Williams begins to set sail down the front straightaway, off turn 1 and 2, down the back straightaway. Seems to be taking a pretty low line all the way around. Staying nice and smooth. AJ Williams. Almost a straightaway advantage right now. Getting a good rhythm. Second, Connor Spoonhour. Third, Landon Cummings. Rounding out the field, Seth Odell. AJ Williams. Full command of this Rookie Sportsman feature right now. It's going to feel good for him right now, getting ready, able to set sail and get some really good seat time in this Rookie Sportsman car. Port Jervis, New York native, AJ Williams. Tri-State roofing car. Sherlock Motorsports. Getting a good run here in tonight. Connor Spoonhour also getting some good seat time. He's got a good straightaway lead right now. AJ does on Connor. Connor looks like he's turning in some pretty good laps though right now, as the field pretty much evens out. AJ Williams off of turn 4, keeping that nice, smooth straight line. Going into 1. Down the back straightaway. Rookie Sportsman feature, clicking off 1 lap at a time. Almost like a test session right now. Some very clean driving and getting the feel for the cars. Even a lap car right now, that is Seth Odell. He seems to be hanging on pretty good. AJ Williams off of turn number 4. Clicks off another lap. Starter signals the 2 to go for Mr. AJ Williams out of Port Jervis. Clean and green all the way. White flag out. AJ Williams one more time around, ladies and gentlemen. Rookie Sportsman class this evening. Final time. Port Jervis, New York. AJ Williams takes the victory in Rookie Sportsman. Coming home second. Gonna be the 34, Connor Spoonhour. Third will be the 34L, Landon Cummings. Rounding out the field, the 83, Seth Odell. Coming down to take the green flag, Mitch Hurlbert. Takes the early lead going off into turn number 1. 922 of Keith Shea riding second, but he drifts up a little high. Looks like he pushed up a little bit.
number 30 car of take advantage of that position. Mitch Hurlburt out front early. 922 Quiche recovers. Take number 2nd spot. 3rd spot will be the 30. Looking for that position. Alongside him is the 20 Chris Taylor, I believe. Chris Taylor gets that spot now. Move him up to 3rd. Meanwhile, up front, Mitch Hurlburt with the advantage. Almost a straightaway lead on the 922 of Quiche. Clicking off some pretty good laps, winding up that engine, going by off into turn number 1. Number 20 of Mr. Chris Taylor running in 3rd. Mitch Hurlburt, ladies and gentlemen. Taking off from the field right now. Mitch Hurlburt first. Quiche second. Battle heating up for 3rd. As Chris Taylor goes at it with the number 33, the 30 car. Pardon me. That's the 30 of Tom Bumpus II out of Fabius, New York. Finally found it. Mitch Hurlburt tags the back marker, lap car, as he just gets past the halfway point in this event. 922 is out on his own too as well, Quiche. 3rd's gonna be Chris Taylor right now. He's got company though. Tom Bumpus II. Working on him pretty hard. That's the battle right now on the whole racetrack. These two are going at it pretty hard in this 4-cylinder event. Going off at turn number 4 another time. Go. Chris Taylor and Tom Bumpus II working hard on each other. Don't look too far back though. It looks like Hurlburt is coming up behind them too. Working to lap him. He's working on the 07 right now of Cody Stahl. Stahl trying to run his own line though, up high. He moves over for Hurlburt. Went off into turn number 1 and 2. Stahl gets a little high coming off of 2. As the flagger displays 2 to go signal. The Mitch Hurlburt. He's got a great lead right now on Quiche. See, Hurlburt begins to close in on that battle for Chris Taylor and Mr. Bumpus II. White flag is out for Mitch Hurlburt. 1 lap to go. This 4-cylinder event. Looks like the final event of the evening tonight here at Thunder Mountain. Half of corner number 4. Give the checker flag to Mr. Mitch Hurlburt. Coming home second, looks like it's going to be the 922 of Quiche. As they're still racing for 3rd right now. Chris Taylor coming around, looks like he locked it up. That wraps it up, ladies and gentlemen. Night 1 here at Thunder Mountain.